Ever get that feeling in ancient forests, like you're standing in a place filled with deep shadows and even deeper secrets? These woods whisper tales of enchantment, of incredible beauty, but also of a primal terror that can chill you right to the bone. What if those rustling leaves weren't just the wind, but the murmurs of forgotten curses? What if those gnarled branches weren't reaching out by chance, but were actually designed to grab you? Deep within Germany, there's one such forest, the Black Forest, that holds a darkness which has been festering for centuries. And it's within its mist-shrouded depths that a legend was born from betrayal and blood. Germany's Schwarzwald, the Black Forest. It's this vast expanse of dense firs and rolling hills, so thick that sunlight often gives up trying to pierce the canopy. This leaves the forest floor in a kind of perpetual twilight. It's no wonder this landscape inspired the Brothers Grimm. It's a place where fairy tales and nightmares really do seem to intertwine. And one of its most enduring legends? That of the Black Forest Witch. They say she wasn't always a creature of malice, you know. Once she was a healer. Her knowledge of herbs and forest remedies was a gift to the local villagers. But her kindness was repaid with betrayal, a cruelty so harsh it twisted her spirit into something vengeful, something terrifying. Consumed by a burning desire for retribution, she retreated into the forest's darkest heart, her magic souring into malevolent curses. Legends paint her as a cunning sorceress, weaving illusions so potent that unwary travelers become hopelessly lost, ensnared in a bewildering maze of shifting paths and phantom lights. She preys on those who stray from the path, luring them deeper and deeper into her domain until their souls just become whispers in the endless woods. Some tales even speak of her as a shapeshifter, her true form hidden until it's far too late. The very air around her is said to crackle with dark energy, and her laughter. It echoes with the sorrow of 1,000 lost spirits. But the witch isn't the only terror the Black Forest holds. Oh no, it's a realm where elves are said to swap human infants for changelings, where alluring nixies drag unsuspecting men to watery graves, and where the howl of the werewolf of Morbach, some say, still echoes through the moonlit nights. The forest itself seems to be a vessel for these ancient fears, a place where darkness finds fertile ground to thrive. The shadows of the Black Forest certainly stretch far, but they're not entirely unique. Across the globe, other forests hold their own chilling tales, their own guardians of ancient magic and despair. Each one is a chilling reminder that some paths are simply best left untrodden. Let's journey now to Brocéliande, the haunted heart of Arthurian legend, believed to be the real-world Pimpant Forest in Brittany, France. This place is absolutely steeped in magic and sorrow. It's here, they say, that the great wizard Merlin lies imprisoned for eternity. Not in some stone tower, but within the unyielding wood of an ancient oak tree, ensnared by the enchantress Viviane, the Lady of the Lake. Brocéliande is a forest of whispers and echoes. Locals claim it conceals hidden portals to other realms, shimmering magical fountains that promise eternal youth but often lead to eternal wandering, and the mournful specters of ghostly knights still patrolling its misty glades. The spirits of betrayed lovers and warriors cut down in their prime are said to roam these woods, their sorrow a palpable presence among the ancient trees. To seek the legendary Fountain of Youth here? That's to gamble with your very soul, because Brocéliande doesn't easily release those caught in its enchantments. Now our journey takes us further back, much further, to one of the oldest recorded tales of an accursed wood, the cedar forest of ancient Mesopotamia, as chronicled in the Epic of Gilgamesh. This was once a sacred divine realm, a place of towering cedars and unimaginable abundance, fiercely guarded by the monstrous Humbaba, a being of immense power and sheer terror. The hero Gilgamesh and his loyal companion Enkidu, driven by ambition and a thirst for immortal fame, dared to venture into this sacred grove. After a ferocious battle, they succeeded in slaying the guardian Humbaba. But as the colossal creature fell, he unleashed a terrible curse upon his vanquishers. And it didn't take long for that curse to take root. Enkidu, Gilgamesh's beloved friend, fell gravely ill and perished. This left Gilgamesh to wander the earth, consumed by grief and the chilling realization of his own mortality. The once vibrant cedar forest, a symbol of divine majesty, became a place of dread and sorrow, forever haunted by the echoes of Humbaba's rage and the tragic consequences of human arrogance. Finally, let's cross the waters to Ireland, to the forested mountain of Slieve Gullion, a place incredibly rich in Celtic myth. While it's famed as the hunting grounds of the giant hero Fionn mac Cumhaill, darker legends whisper of the Cailleach Beara, a powerful and ancient shape-shifting hag who holds dominion over these woods. She's a trickster, a tester of souls. She'll lure heroes and unsuspecting travelers deep into the forest with promises of profound wisdom, hidden treasures, or forbidden knowledge. Those who follow her are confronted with baffling riddles and terrifying illusions. And to fail her tests? That's to invite a dreadful fate, transformation into stone, becoming another silent, moss-covered monument in the endless woods, or perhaps to be lost forever in swirling mists that rob the mind of direction and hope. The very paths of Slieve Gullion are said to shift and writhe at her command, trapping the unwary in bewildering circles until they surrender their will to the ancient primal spirits that dwell within. From the betrayed healer of the Black Forest to the cursed guardian of the Cedar Forest, these tales remind us that enchanted woods are so much more than just collections of trees, aren't they? They're liminal spaces, thresholds between our world and realms unknown, where reality blurs and the ancient rules of magic still very much hold sway. They are home to guardians and curses, entities that resent intrusion and aren't afraid to punish the arrogant. These forests embody the unknown, the magical, and the profoundly terrifying. They are characters in their own right, breathing entities that have watched civilizations rise and fall, their roots sunk deep into the soil of our oldest fears and darkest wonders. The shadows of these forests are long, and the tales they tell are truly without end. What legends of haunted woods do you know? Are there places in your part of the world where people whisper that you should never, ever stray from the path? Share your stories and thoughts in the comments below. If these journeys into the heart of darkness intrigue you, please give this video a like, subscribe for more explorations of the terrifying unknown, and don't forget to ring that notification bell so you don't miss our next descent into the lore of horrors that lurk just beyond the firelight.